I'm here to tell you something you might not have heard in a long time, and it's this. You are allowed to be honest about how you feel. And I say this because I see you. You have built a life that looks good on paper, maybe even a life that people admire. But when you lay your head on the pillow at night, something still feels off. And I don't want you to keep silencing that feeling just to make it through another day. Welcome to At What Point, the podcast where we dive into the real, raw, and rewarding journey of personal and professional growth. I'm Catherine, your host, here to guide you through mindset shifts, powerful aha moments, and the resilience it takes to thrive no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're climbing the corporate ladder, taking the leap into entrepreneurship, or just looking for that boost of motivation, you are in the right place. Let's dive in. I'm 51 years old, and I can finally say this with peace in my chest. I'm happy, not perfect, not problem-free, but happy because I stopped pretending. I stopped making excuses for things that didn't feel right anymore. And that didn't happen overnight, but it did start with a decision. And today I want to give you permission to make that decision too, because I know how easy it is to explain things away, to say things like, oh, he didn't mean it like that, or that's just how the company is, or it's not the right time now. We do that to soften the truth, to avoid the discomfort of admitting this doesn't feel good anymore. Let me tell you something. Back in my corporate days, I sat through so many meetings, not just with my team, but with other partners too. And there was this one person who always had something to say. She would comment on my accent, question my leadership, even when my team was one of the top performing in the country. It didn't matter. She had still something to criticize. And I remember sitting there, biting my tongue, telling myself, just let it go. This is how it works. But I wasn't fine. I was shrinking. And what hurt the most was not what she said. It was what I didn't say. I let it sit inside me unspoken. And that's what really hurt. Because here's what no one tells you. Climbing the corporate ladder, it comes with a cost, especially for women, especially for women of color. You have to learn the rules, follow the unspoken protocols, be likable, but not too soft, be strong, but not too much. Bite your tongue, pick your battles, and keep smiling. And after a while, it starts to change you. You get so good at pushing down your feelings that you forget what honesty even sounds like. But here's the truth you need to hear today. You don't have to stay in places you have outgrown. You don't have to keep saying, it's not that bad, when you know in your bones it is. You don't have to explain away disrespect, mistreatment, or the quiet ache of a life that doesn't fit anymore. If you look in the mirror right now and admit, I'm not happy, that doesn't make you ungrateful. It makes you honest. And honesty is the first step to freedom. And I'm not saying that you have to quit your job tomorrow. I will never say that. But I'm saying this. You can make a decision today. You can say, I'm going to start moving towards something better, even if it takes time, even if it's scary. Because the cost of staying where you don't belong is far greater than the fear of the unknown. I have seen it so many times. People who know they're not happy, but they stay. They convince themselves that it's not that bad. They say they will leave after one more race, one more year. But deep down, they're just afraid. And I get it. Change is scary, but so is regret. There is a beauty in the unknown. There is power in saying, I don't know what's next, but I know it's not this. And there is freedom in walking away from what no longer serves you. One of my favorite quotes I carry in my heart is this. If you have music in you, don't die with it unplayed. Let me say that again. If you have music in you, don't die with it unplayed. And you know exactly what that music is, right? It's the idea you have had for years. The business you dream about when you are stuck in traffic, the move you have been too scared to make, the truth you have been avoiding. Is the voice that whispers, there is more for you. Is that voice you keep silencing because it doesn't fit the plan or the timeline or other people's expectations. But what if today you gave that voice some space? What if you said, I hear you and I'm ready to listen, even if you don't have all the answers yet? So let me ask you, at what point do you stop making excuses for the things that drain you and start protecting your peace like it's sacred? At what point do you stop shrinking to fit into rooms that were never built for you and start creating spaces where you can breathe? At what point you look in the mirror, not to fix yourself, but to finally say, I got you. Let's go. Maybe that point is now. And maybe it starts with telling yourself the truth. Thanks for joining another episode of At What Point. I hope today's conversation sparks some inspiration for your journey of growth and transformation. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to visit katherinebeltran.com/podcast for show notes, special discounts on coaching packages, and freebies to help you keep moving forward. And last but not least, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a show. See you next time.